Hey guys, my name is Dane and the Star Wars Battlefront 2 trailer has just recently been released. In case you haven't watched the trailer, I suggest you pause this video and go watch it now. Okay, welcome back. From what I've seen and heard, I don't know if I should be hyped or just concerned. The trailer looks good and it's getting my inner Star Wars fanboy giddy again, and with the trailer we've got some additional information regarding the upcoming game. There's gonna be a single player campaign where you play as Commander Iden Versio, hero of the Empire and leader of the elite Inferno Squad, and she's an Imperial sympathizer. This is an interesting twist to how Imperials are portrayed as evil and as the bad guys, and I'm looking forward to seeing things from their perspective and to try and understand their point of view. As stated on the official Battlefront 2's website, we'll get to see many of Star Wars' greatest characters in a story of revenge, betrayal and redemption that spans 30 years. Multiplayer will consist of all of the eras, so the prequels, original and new era movies will all be a part of the multiplayer. This means you get to play as Yoda, Kylo Ren, Rey, Darth freaking Maul and many more hero classes in multiplayer. And this is a thing that I'm personally looking forward to. The heroes should now feel more alive, real and mechanics should work way better, but we do not have anything concrete here, just vague information that they'll feel more real and alive compared to 2015 Battlefront. I don't know if you pick up these classes like you did in the earlier Battlefront or if there's a new mechanic to it, but who knows with these new changes made to the heroes. There's gonna be 24 player space battles, which was also something that was lacking in the Battlefront remake. This time around, I hope they've changed the flying mechanics to involve skill gaps and learning curves so it's not as easy and simple as it was in the first rendition of this remake. We get to see soldier classes added to Battlefront 2, a concept that wasn't a part of the first game. The 4 classes are Officer, Assault, Heavy and Specialist. Right now we can only speculate what differentiate these classes from one another, but at least Assault and Heavy should be straightforward. With these classes we also get more of, well, everything, and by that I mean more weapons, more progression, more customizability, more heroes and more vehicles. These new items, gadgets and abilities will be unlocked through playing the different classes and using the different vehicles, so the more you play, the further you progress and the more you gain from it. A very big plus in my book because Battlefront lacked this. You're also gonna be able to customize your blaster, your character, your abilities and even vehicles and starfighters to suit your playstyle or to suit a specific playstyle way more. And you're also gonna have different advantages when you're in first person or third person mode, so this time around it's not gonna be as casual as it was before. You're gonna have benefits for aiming down sight and being in first person mode compared to just hip firing and being in third person mode. Hopefully this will increase the skill gap and make the learning curve a lot steeper. Well, not necessarily steeper, but I just needed a bit more of a skill gap in Battlefront because it was just too casual. I needed to be a bit more skill based compared to what it was and what it still is. And hopefully this is the direction they're taking with Battlefront 2. I really hope that that's the case because the way that it was before was just not satisfying. And EA also wants players to keep unlocking things for a while to come, to just kind of keep them busy, and I really like this. This is promising. Console players will now have split screen co-op in local offline games. More info to be announced about this though, because right now we only got this info. In the matter of DLC and Season Pass, EA is maybe taking a step in the right direction. The CEO of EA said, "We don't have a DLC Season Pass," and said that we are working on something different. He couldn't go into any specifics, but said that they did not want to fragment and split the player community by having certain maps and modes behind a paywall. This is from experience when the 2005's Battlefront game quickly lost players due to the DLC splitting the player base, so maps and modes were harder to find, and he stated that he didn't want that to happen and that for games like this, season passes are not the best thing and they need to take it apart and come up with something better. I don't know if what they come up with is better or worse, but they're right. Content shouldn't be behind a paywall in the sense that DLC has taken these past few years. Still no info on what these plans or changes might be though, so keep an eye out, and I'm hoping that this is gonna be the end-all solution that's just gonna work perfectly compared to the current Season Pass DLC system that a lot of companies utilize. And that's about all of the info I've gathered, and even though I'm kinda excited for Battlefront 2 because it seems to be everything we needed in the first Battlefront, I can't help but be concerned. This just seems like a game that failed. They proceeded by taking it off the shelves and then re-release it, but with all of these features added from the get-go that wasn't in the first installment. Nothing groundbreaking if you ask me, As I said on Twitter, this seems like a remaster but with more content, nothing groundbreaking. I do get that adding this to the first game would include updates with tons of gigabytes involved, but they could have made a beta, and then when people voiced their concerns, EA should have postponed the game until everything was how it was supposed to be. I'm curious and positively excited, but still cautious about this game. I really do hope that EA has learned from previous mistakes and remembers to do proper beta testing. Not this, let's do a beta teaser a month before release to give everyone a taste, but we don't want to postpone the game to make it what it should be and what players deserve. But who knows, maybe the first Battlefront was in truth and in fact a beta, and now the final product is finally here. Who knows, but I guess shots fired. The game will be released in November 2017, right before the next Star Wars movie, The Last Jedi, so I guess we'll know by then. And that's all from me, guys. Let me know what you guys think about the info released and the trailer for Battlefront 2 in the comment section, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.